came in.
Yep.
So he's seen the outside world, and that makes the rebels like him because they wonder what it's like. So that's like his ties with the rebels. And since he's like he was a visitor, and like the guards and the rich person
Yeah.
men. So um, so what job were you thinking he would have in the whole scenario? In like, who does he work for? Or well, obviously we know who he works for, but like, what team does he work for?
Uh, what team does he work for?
Yeah.
I think the enemies should be like something like there's this one guy that's like ultimately in charge of the whole entire thing, and then you have everyone else that's like a little bit of Star Wars in it. Like you have like the Darth Vader guy, or and then you have just all the clone troopers that are all, or not. I mean the stormtroopers that are all stormtroopers. Like there's not exactly. I mean there's other people that do certain things that are like taking in shipments and doing stuff like that, but the soldiers are just kind of like considered the same, pretty much. So like it's just like a normal, like he was part of the army, and then he broke away from that evil army, basically.
Okay. And the evil army is the security guys.
Yeah, yeah,
Is like the driver, does deliveries, and then um Steve
yeah.
makes Frank personal chauffeur.
This is getting good.
So while he does deliveries, um, since he's the like the general or whatever, or he's intel, he's a regular soldier or whatever importance he has. But so since he's the guy of intel, um, he's like since he's still kind of like a guest,
Oh,
he doesn't get like suspected of things too much.
okay.
So
Mhm.
and he can like make orders and be like
Well, I think though, like, cause I know we're struggling about how the Russian dude gets in the base, but I mean, let's see. The
he's
enemy
walking.
has been up for a while, so I think the Russian dude could be like a specialist type of soldier, because they also do have that in like a type of Star Wars way too, like special soldiers that do, like back in the Clone Wars, there's EOD, that's electronic guys that work on locks and stuff. So I mean, something like off the lines that the Russian dude can turn invisible with his little camo thing, and he can do some other cool tricks.
Okay, well,
I just think that could work for that.
well, all right. So, does does the government know that he quit? Do they know?
I think they wouldn't. They do know, because I think his backstory would be that he like ran out, like I mean like forcefully like quit, and it was like running while bullets were flying at his back. Like managed to escape alive. Like the only one person that rebelled from there that actually managed to survive. And now he's just like on his own, kind of going around. So I think that's about,
Running from the government?
yeah, like he
Okay.
knows what the government
So,
is, and no one else does,
oh,
but the rebels.
okay. So then the rebels find him. They
Mm.
maybe they don't know who he is though. They don't know that he's special or
And
that he's useful or that he has intel in the outside world exactly in the government. So they like maybe they like recruit him, and so Steve the rebels decide to use Steve as like, he gets, or maybe they do find out, they know that he's special, so Frank is like the truck driver, and they use him to sneak in the Steve, and then
Mhm.
Steve does his stuff or whatever, and somehow Frank gets involved more than just being used as a chauffeur. And but not yet, not yet. He's still just a truck driver for now.
Okay.
And so when the Russian dude gets inside the base, what
Right.
happens next?
And we could make it to a part where the Russian dude's just simply trying to look through files because he's quit his whole entire like place that he's grew up at, he's lived at his whole life, and his whole army that he was in. He just quit all that because he knew it was wrong, and then maybe he's trying to look up files on the computer at that rebel base. I mean, just to get more information, and he's caught. And then I mean, it's pretty suspicious to see, the guys that you're after looking through your files. So they gotta like bring him in for questioning and are thinking about like locking him up forever or something like that. But like either way, it can all even out. I mean, on that part, like they have to bring him in for questioning because he got discovered, and then more story stuff about there. I think could work.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so he's a normal soldier. I mean,
Well,
specialist, but I mean, he's like
yeah.
he was born there.
I think he's could be one of the soldiers that's special ops, so
No, I got that. I got that.
or
I get it. I get it.
yeah, or actually even better though, like maybe just all the soldiers that are from, the evil play that are like all the evils whatever, the enemy. One of the soldiers just all have their own equipment, so he's just regular, but his equipment is pretty high in advance. Like I mean, he could do a small camouflage thing, but then I mean we could make it a little bit fairer so that it's where it's all a little bit new for the government, that's evil. So his camo thing's kind of like weird. I mean, it's like a brand new technology thing. So I mean, I don't know. Yeah, he could still use it, I guess, like a no one can see him type of thing. I don't know.
What the heck?
I'm trying to figure
Why
that
is my,
out.
why is my house popular on Google Maps?
I don't know. Your party at your house, I guess. Let's all go.
Okay. Um. Anyways, okay. So got all that,
All right. Yeah.
and brought into questioning.
The rebels. Well, actually, okay. The rebels are there at the base. What I was planning for the opening scene. It begins like on a nice day. It's all clear outside, nice and sunny, and the camera starts off at Frank. It starts off revealing Frank's character first, and then in the story it could reveal the Russian dude's character after that. But that's later on a little bit. Like it starts out about here, Frank's apartment, clear day, and he's just a worker at the whatever we're gonna name that. Uh, like whatever we're gonna name their thing, their formation in words. Um, so he's like starting up his car. He's going to work. Oops, that's okay. Yeah, what did I do? I don't know what I just did. And then
Alright.
and he has like that same van that we used before. So leaves and you know, maybe he doesn't hop in the truck, but like for this one day, this is the day that he shows up at the base, that he realizes that he's at the base, and that he's immediately trying to plan a way to get in. And so, I mean, you see, I guess you could see Frank go through his day. So, like, about Frank, goes through his workday. And then, at the end of the day, he. Hold on. Didn't you do a thing where you had to park your truck and then get in your car or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
And the garage. Yeah, there's like
so
there's like the truck garage, and then there's the little carport where I have my personal car. And then I deliver goods underground.
Yeah. Or I mean, I want to say that, but then, if you're delivering goods, that means you're going to go back and forth a bit. And I mean, I think that if we try to do something where maybe the truck isn't just like a delivery truck, but it's a national, like, you have to have this truck for work, and you're supposed to have that for your job. Like, Pizza Hut, you have to have Pizza Hut cars for their job. It's like that kind of thing. And I mean that way so you can see the base a little bit clearly in the opening scene.
Wait, you mean, huh?
Yeah, sorry.
So, wait, the truck is separate from my personal car, yes?
Yes.
All right.
And
then you mean my truck, I drive to the base? To the above ground base?
Oh, no, like, you'd have to use the underground, but I'm just saying that you don't have to be a delivery guy either. I mean, you could, be working somewhere in there just so that we can get the angle, well, not angle, the area of the base on the first scene.
Oh, I know what you mean. Okay, so you want me to explore, because if I were a delivery guy, I get it.
Yeah.
I know what you mean. Okay.
So, yeah, you could have that job, I think.
The delivery guy delivers everywhere, pretty much.
Yeah.
Okay, instead of just the underground location, he delivers. And, like, he doesn't know the things he's delivering. He's not allowed to know. So, he would just deliver the goods, the mysterious boxes, to, let's say, one day he'll go to the military base, and then he gets another shipment, and then he has to bring that underground to base A or area B or the lobby.
Mm-hmm.
And then
or some job, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. And maybe another problem is the people are overworked. So he has multiple jobs. So, like, he would be the delivery guy. Right. And, like, he has hammering duty where he'll hammer nails.
Yeah, that sounds pretty good too.
Or,
yeah.
like, that kind of stuff. So then he does get a good exploration. Or maybe there's something like somehow the rebels destroy a shipment or something. Like, he doesn't know that they're destroying it. Like, they sneak into the truck and kind of wreck everything. And Frank doesn't know that. And something happened to where he didn't know he was a part of the plan. He didn't get, like, the message that the rebels were going to do something. So then the guards find out that the shipments he delivered were broken. So then he gets brought into questioning. And that's how we explore what the military base looks like. Or would you rather have it? What? Sorry.
Well, no, wait. Well, I was thinking about the broken boxes in the back or something like So you mean like when? Because I'm planning on this being like on the second day that he goes to work in the scene. I mean, it's not his
Yeah.
second time or anything, but the Russian dude climbs in the back. So are you saying like there should be some kind of evidence that something was back there, or
Um.
that's that?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
So, but Frank had no idea because somehow he didn't
Oh,
get the memo that
okay.
he was supposed to.
Or
I don't know what he was supposed to
or
do. Like,
mm,
but he was supposed to do something, but the guards ended up getting the delivery, and then they bring him into questioning because they're like, "You broke all these goods, didn't you? Or you knew something about this?" And that's
or
how he the military base,
yeah.
maybe.
But well, yeah, I get you. I'm also thinking, like how you said about he needs to go, a few places. I mean, yeah, like yeah, I mean you said he hammers in some nails, doing some stuff like that. What if he has, I don't know, because he's also a soldier. I mean, they're like a rebel base, so I mean, they still got to have people in the army. So like he's doing these truck deliveries. And he's also got to make sure he trains up a little bit. He probably eats lunch there. Uh, there could be like a bit of exploring around there, and at some point the Russian dude is just sitting there. That's when you see him there, and it's one of those things. It's like, oh, like you see in the movies. There's like a character there, and it's like he's there, and you're saying like, oh, hey, who is this guy that's here? And he doesn't look like anyone else that's here because he has all of his armor on. Everyone else is just not wearing anything but a little bulletproof vest, and that's about it.
Not even pants.
Well, they could be wearing
Not
pants. I don't
even
know.
underwear.
I mean, bulletproof pants probably too. That'd be important.
No, I mean, they're not even wearing pants at all.
Well, I
No.
mean, maybe it's one of those rebel bases, but
And they have socks but no pants.
one of those. One of those.
They have socks and shoes on but no pants.
One of those. Pretty much.
But all right,
Yeah.
sounds good. So,
I
or
think
maybe
it would give him more exploration, a little
mhm,
bit, a little bit more
okay,
introduction to the audience
makes sense.
about the
Yeah.
base.
Okay, and we don't explore everything of the base because there's some things he's not allowed to access. So maybe
True.
maybe the Russian guy, when we see his backstory, we get to see some more parts of the base.
About his base or about the other one?
Wait, what?
Well, like, well, because where he's from the enemy side. So,
The what? Sorry, you cut out.
oh, sorry, he's from the enemy side. So
Yeah.
I'm not so sure. I don't know.
Yeah, like I mean, his backstory. It's like shows some of the enemy base, the government base.
That could, yeah. I think that could be like he has this one flashback when he's brought in, or before the very second before he's even brought in for questioning, like when he gets discovered. He has one flashback, and then later on through the thing, he'll have like a few more flashbacks that are even more, before the time that he escaped. It's even more backstory for a bit. I think that could really highlight some things and really present some character stuff about him.
So how does he escape um, from them
Yeah.
and live without the government finding out that he's with the group, the only group of citizens of like 30 people? How do they not discover that he's living amongst the citizens?
Well, I think this is the thing. Like, um, still during the let's see. opening scene, and this is about probably a few minutes in that he gets discovered, and this is day 2 of like this
Great
is the
job.
second, yeah, and his little flashback that he has, it starts out just him, maybe running away from the base, and I mean it being obvious that like a few key signs, people are running after him, and they're all trying to like shoot around him and trying to shoot, and they're hitting the ground, hitting around him. Maybe one bullet hits his side or his arm,
Yeah, makes
and
sense.
yeah, and he manages to. I mean, he's all like rushing and running as quick as he can. There's dogs,
Yeah,
coming after him,
yeah.
and I mean he manages to escape though off of like some blizzard train. Um,
Where's the train? I don't even think there are any train tracks on the map.
I don't know. I And if not, I can at least make that because like it would be a really nice scene to put in there for his flashback because
That's a lot of. Wait,
I know.
are you gonna build the train
Oh,
tracks?
it shouldn't be too hard. No, not even that. How about there's no train, but there's a getaway vehicle that he manages to escape in. But I mean, this is their government. Like he's all escaped. They've had people, a few, like barely even, like probably 1 to 12 people that have ever tried to escape their own government, and not a single person could ever even survive. They just immediately gun them down if they know that they're gonna
So
betray
wait,
them.
so wait,
So
so he's outside of the walls of the city?
yeah, well,
Oh,
oh,
okay.
well, I have this picture in my mind where it's something that looks, I'll say, almost about like a prison. Like, I mean, just about where the fence is. Like, you see the barbed fence, maybe. And I'm not too sure about this, but he gets through that. They're like the people coming after him get there too, and his getaway vehicle is like all vroom vroom vroom, and he gets it real quick, and you can see him in the distance, and the people are like, or these, yeah, it could be
Okay.
a like officer.
Is this taking place inside the city?
Um, no, I think it should probably be at a base that's located probably not too far away from the city.
Okay.
But I mean, you can't really. What you see is like the Russian dude's back, just running away, and like maybe a few different camera angles, but you see him running away from like these people. It's like set up the right way where you can start to get what the gist of what's happening and what's going on.
Yeah.
So
Okay, makes sense. So it's outside the city.
yeah,
Then how does he get inside the city then?
um, how do you mean like already inside his own city or?
The city where like all the guards, the original city where the map that we were playing on.
Oh,
How does he get in there?
okay. So
Where
what
all the rebels take place?
what I think the end of that first flashback that he has. I mean, if you've seen a few classic movies and a few bad guy and good versus good guy films, it's you see the big huge bad guys, standing there as this one bad guy, gets away that's not a bad guy anymore. Like he's off on maybe that let's see, this little snow tread thing, this little snowmobile, thing like it's just
Yeah.
skiing away. But the thing is, how it is with this government, they never, had this problem. Like they just gun down someone that, is like starting to go against their government, and he manages to escape. But so they call off. They're not gonna search for him or anything because they think he's just gonna die, and they don't really care because either way, like he's not gonna be able to do anything. That's their thought, and I
Mhm.
mean that's how it would seem. And he knows like that he's probably just gonna get killed by the people that are going against their government anyways. So that's the thing, like, you know, they just turn around and just leave him be as he's going off in the distance.
Okay.
And I think there could be more flashbacks or
Alright.
to, you know, help that story out.
Okay, don't run out of thinking juice.
Okay, I got all the thinking juice in here right now. It's going.
Okay, so
Okay, guys, so this has been the highlights for me and Jacob's. Dang, I'm sure. And I'm popping my back. Me and Jacob's highlights for the trailer of our movie YouTube series. If I ever said anything about how the story was going to be like before, you might want to ignore that because we really, like, tonight we were really talking about the story tonight and talking about how all this is gonna be like, how the story is, the characters set up and stuff like that. But so you guys have gotten a small bit of spoilers that may or may not be in the actual film. So don't rumors spread any of it. I mean, you can if you want, but don't think that you got away with, you know, a bunch of spoilers are like, oh, I know that this is going to happen now in the story, because this has just been planning and figuring out things. But anyways, thank you guys for watching the highlights for our trailer. News is that it will be coming soon. We're still, as you saw, putting the script together and figuring out the major details of characters and storyline and things like that. So anyways, thank you guys for watching. I'm gonna hit the hay and go to bed. But anyways, this has been the highlights of the new trailer. I hope you guys will like it and you will hopefully watch our trailer and be excited for the movie series that will be coming out very shortly after the trailer, hopefully. Maybe. Anyways, thank you guys, and I'll see you guys later in the next video. Or you'll see me in the next video. Either way, have a good night. Peace out.